stayed at last night, listening to the opera that was being practiced in the court. Practiced up through the building somewhere, but we could hear it via the courtyard. So, what day is it? Thursday the 4th. Off to the Mediterranean today. Some beautiful fields we're walking through, and you can see villages up on the hill there and the mountains in the background. Thankfully, we don't need to go back into those at the moment. We're on the relatively flat plain heading out to the Mediterranean. I'm going to spend a day or so walking along the beach, which will be nice, so be there shortly. After the early ups and downs, we've come down to the flats of the coast, heading towards the Mediterranean, and some beach walking maybe this afternoon, but we've still got a little bit of canal side walking to do. So these feed the farms that are in this area, I suspect, and there's, you know, the grapes going through vineyards and olive orchards. Nice. We're just having a little detour. We're just the ancient theatre of Luna. The Teatro di Luna. De Luni. Wow. The amphitheatre was 177, wow.
Augustan age, wow.
Gladiator games.
Ooh.
Bloody combat between men with a gladiator, a type of sword, as hunting wild animals. So there it is. Gladiator Arena. Teatro de Luna. Luni. Well, I've turned off the path and we're walking along this side road just under the autostrada here. We've got about another 1.5 kilometres to do, and we'll be at the beach. So the path was going to go up and down a mountain today, but we decided we're going to walk to the beach, and we can have calamari and maro mista and fruit de mista or fruit de mer or something seafood. I've still got a way to go. It's very straight along this canal, but it won't be long. We just had a nice lunch and we're at the beach now. Look at those mountains as a backdrop. Look pretty nice. Quite dramatic. Walking along the beach. Beautiful. There must have been, Joe just made a comment, there must have been marble in those hills, because otherwise who puts marble as their curb material? Oh, here we are. We had some walking on the beach side, which was nice. We had the breeze, but we had to come in off the beach because it was closed off, which is a bit annoying. We had to walk around here, and we're going to have to walk back down to the beach. But anyway, we're within 1 kilometre of our accommodation now. I think we're all keen to get changed and go for a dip in the Med.
Staying by the seaside. Have to go in for a swim. swim. Decided I'm just gonna sit here on this deck chair. There it goes. Had a long day walking. We've done about 25, 26 k's, and everything's hurting.
We had a lovely afternoon sitting by the Mediterranean on the beach. We had some ice creams and found some deck chairs. There were plenty of empty ones as the resorts weren't open. We just sat down, nobody came to charge us, and we dipped our feet and legs into the Mediterranean to cool them off. It was very relaxing after our long hot day. We found a bar and had an aperitivo and then decided to go out to dinner. What was a lovely afternoon turned into a beautiful sunset. We took lots of photos at dinner and enjoyed ourselves, and of course we had lots of the locally sourced seafood, which was just spectacular. We enjoyed a lovely walk on the beach and were soon ready for bed.
I don't need to walk out. Do you need to walk out?
Nope.
We packed up and were ready for day 16.
Some areas getting ready for the season. It's a nice day now. I don't know why it's not a bit more crowded, but I suppose they wait for summer. It's Delfino Club. So I don't know. Are they clubs? Are they just restaurants? Going past all these places that are on the beach, sort of have their private beach and private access. Pretty much any view of the beach is taken up by these places, and they've got their view on the other side, so they essentially have the concession or own the beach in front of. It's a bit different to us in Australia, where you can't own the beach. You get glimpses of it every now and then. The Italian Riviera. So we get to walk along the road, not so much along the beach. And you don't really see too much of the beach at all. Look, it's hedges and car park with all the private beach facilities behind the garden there. So that's the convent where we're staying. We're staying in the little albergue just on the side and walking down into town. There's the main piazza there with all the people starting to sit and drink in the afternoon, getting ready for dinner. We're in this beautiful church in Via Francigena, and all the columns are marble. It's place where Michelangelo thought the marble was very good. So it's known for its marble. Sitting in the piazza, we're gonna have a drink here. There's Bar Michelangelo just across the way. He did something in that building once.
We had a very chilled out afternoon, sitting at bars and drinking, and then joining our group for a pilgrim dinner, walking through the town at night, looking at some funky art, and then going to bed relatively early. But of course, we all continue on our screens.
I've been pretty impressed with the markings along the way. They're pretty good. I mean, we've got our SIM card so we know where we are, but without a SIM card I think it'd be still okay, because there's that mark, and then there's these stickers, there's arrows, and There's also just bits that are painted red and white. Not these things, these are just to stop people going over the edge, but the typical red, white and red horizontal line. It's Saturday the 6th. Just showing you some, oh, a dog that's barking at my voice. Some of the signs. There's that sort of sign. There's some more official sign. And there's these concrete signs. I've just gone over a nice little spiky hill, straight up and straight down for about 75 metres, just to warm the knees up, so to speak. And we've got Valpromaro or something like that to stay at tonight.
Cute.
We have focaccia here or pasta down the road.
Good.
She sounds good.
Okay, let's go.
Pizza sounds good.
Baby.
We thought we were done with the uphill climbing for the day. And we passed this sign that said, "Stay calm. There's only 128 stairs." It's going. We're trying to stay calm when we have our breath. But it's when you think you've done all the hills for the day. Walking up a country road and see beautiful villas like this, and then just walk around suddenly into a lovely village on a hill.
Italian moment.
Yes, an Italian moment. Where are you from? Australia.
No, really?
Yes!
This is our room tonight. We've hopefully got just the three of us. I was just listening to the church bells are ringing out. 6:59 it stops. Bong.
I smell something baking.
Me too. It smells really good.
What can you smell?
Something baking.
Baking?
Mm-hmm.
Spread, do you think?
No, it smells like a cake.
Mm.
It smells a bit
It's
sweet.
not osmanthus cake though.
It's not smashed.
This is
No.
We're all sitting here. It's nearly 7 o'clock. The sun's still shining outside. And we're drying the laundry's being dried. You can hear the bells.
At a certain point they get annoying.
They're not as bad as Filetto.
Yeah, 7 a.m.
Maybe in the evening just keep going and going and going and going and going.
This one's going for a while.
And Dad nearly
What is this? It's
soiled
7
his
o'clock. It should change in a
7
second.
o'clock, yeah.
Bong.
We went down at 7 o'clock with all the other pilgrims and had a lovely pilgrim's meal and were presented with a certificate for finishing the walk up to date. We looked at some of the things on the walls that they had, the distances from town to town, welcomes and different memorabilia that was around about the place. This is a long walk from Canterbury to Rome, and we're doing part of it, and we love it so much.
That's a big wine.
Service.
Grazie.
Grande, big.
These lovely towns on our way.
Just walked off the way a little bit to stop at this pastry shop, and it's hopping here. It's very busy. Cars are parked outside, there's people everywhere. It's one the guidebook even mentioned, so I think it's something special, so we stopped. Alright, we're crossing the bridge. We're getting closer and closer to Lucca. It's the big bridge San Pietro, I think. Here's the walls of Lucca. I'm going through the Porta San Donato. The doors are open. The portcullis is open. The gates and that's a big ass door. That's a big ass door. That's open. And we're in Lucca. Trying to find our place that we're staying at in Lucca. Beautiful little roads. Straight. Like every day, the last kilometre or two is pretty tiring, isn't it, Joe? It's like we're really ready to get there. Take off our boots. Probably more the back streets, really. I think I've got to turn to the right here, and then we're nearly there. This is our street we're staying on. It's got the churches, and it's one of the more famous, apparently, streets in Lucca. I forget the name of it. I think it's Fuglio or something like that. Lovely shops, deli shops, shoe shops, handbag shops, clothes shops. Somewhere here is our apartment. We're on the piazza. This is our room. Let's see what Amy thinks about her room. I think
Very comfortable.
she approves.
So tired.
And she's got a balcony. She's always wanted a room with a balcony.
I know.
The toiletto.
Isn't the location amazing?
I still need to check out the place, but oh my gosh, this is so nice.
No, I'm very happy.
We've got a kitchen. And we've got a washing machine. And do you know the best part? We're here for 2 days. Woo-hoo-hoo. And there's our lounge room. We can sit in there. I think we're going to be sitting in here having some vino.
Oh, yes.
It's better than any bar, I think. Oh, that's the wrong city, isn't it? O sole mio.
Don't encourage him. Please don't encourage him.
I can sing no more. I'm nearly run.
Cool. Cool. That was actually really nice.
si sanno usare. Just pulling. Okay.
I'm so excited.
Here we go. Don't like him, does it?
It's so weird to see so many tourists.
Here we go. There it is.
Yay, we're here. It's leaning.
It is raining. I tell you something. After being on the Via Francigena for 3 weeks, the crowd is almost a little bit overwhelming, isn't it?
It is. It's weird, man.
And suddenly we've become tourists for the day, and we're with busloads and busloads of tourists and people. Well, there we are, Leaning Tower.
Maybe it's more like upholding.
Well, we can do that.
So everybody doing the holding up the Leaning Tower photos.
Yes.
Great success.
Yes, I have seen the pizza.
You've seen it.
Done it.
So
I've
what
got my
what did you
photo.
think? What did you think of the
To be
Leaning?
honest, I didn't even really have much of a chance to just take it in. I was like consumed by this quest to get the perfect photo, which I think is the problem with Instagram these days. Like you just want to get the photo and then you forget to actually appreciate where you are. But I did spend a few seconds having a look at it.
How about these people along here? I think they're all doing exactly what we did.
Yes.
Like you can see them holding their hands up, different angles.
It's really
Everybody getting their shots. Themselves holding up the Leaning Tower, holding the Leaning Tower, kicking the Leaning Tower. Watching either side of the Leaning Tower. I think I'm almost ready to be a pilgrim again, Aim.
yeah, me too.
Yeah. Here we go. We've seen the Leaning Tower now. Yeah. Beautiful.
In some parts, okay? So you can taste it. It's very different, so you will know.
Wow, that's amazing. This was a great
So many nice things.
They call it la vetricina. So it's sweet and spicy.
Okay, good? Yes, that's perfect.
quick look? We'll go and see our room. Where we're staying. Lovely cafes here. Oh yes, that's our room there. Just beyond the statue.
We found a lovely cafe that actually sold bacon and eggs, and we enjoyed our breakfast before we did some tourist things around Lucca for the day. We visited the famous and very beautiful cathedral. The girls managed to do some shopping in there, and I actually bought Amy a scarf which she carried for the rest of the way. We saw Puccini's statue and then went and visited the Guinigi Tower and climbed to the top to see the rooftop garden and spectacular views.
How many stairs did you say?
Made it to the top.
That's the way to our place over there somewhere, isn't it?
Crowded up here with this. Yeah, I think the north view of the tower is probably the best. Looking out towards the mountains.
Oh, that's the amphitheatre there.
Where?
For sure, there.
Oh, that's the amphitheatre.
see it,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yes, you can see it. Yes. Ooh.
Makes me very nervous with that camera.
Oh, that's a bit of a drop.
Is it? Oh, that's the cathedral we went to this morning, isn't it? Over there. Nice views of the mountains, the Ringed Mountains. Amy taking some videos.
First bit's a bit steep.
This little steep part here. It's all barricaded in, but there's a steep little part here that one at a time. Because there's Aim. Aim's telling me don't drop my phone.
I think
Taking it
so.
up, Joe. And
You do you.
Let's just see what's going on in here. Cooking. We're having a home-cooked meal in Lucca. Amy's doing the cooking. She's making soup. And we've got salami and wine and I don't know. We will see. Nice things. It's smelling good already. So, this is the inside of the wall, which is easy to get up on. And we're about to walk through Porta Elisa, and leave the old town of Lucca. Here we go. We've left Lucca, and that's the outside of the wall. Much more imposing. Got these little round bits.
Today's walk from Lucca to Altopascio was mainly through the suburbs and industrial estates, and it wasn't one of the best walks of our trip. But we got to Altopascio just as the weather started to change, and we had a lovely lunch and I got a haircut.
Nice. Very nice.
we're following Amy.
through the station. She's our guide today. She's done the necessary research for our side trip. The girls have hijacked me. They've taken me off the walk.
It was during lunch the day before that a plan had been hatched. Jo's feet were pretty bad and she was going to take a train. Amy realised where that train was going, and in short while the girls had organised accommodation and our transport for our little holiday within a holiday. Can you guess where we're going? Stay tuned for next week, when all will be revealed.